everyone. This is the craft video for day 3 of our virtual Vacation Bible School. And this craft can be found in the bag. It looks like this, that has crafts and activities in it for kids. And it is the one that looks like this. An orange piece of paper. It has the instructions. And also the craft itself, 2 pieces of paper. So this goes with the third story, the third part of Joseph's story, I should say. And our Bible point for that is, you want to show everybody the Bible point?
Forgive.
Forgive. Very good, Alexis. Thank you. That is forgive. So we broke up the story of Joseph into 3 parts because it's such a long story. And the last part is when he's now second in command of all of Egypt. Pharaoh has put him into that position because Joseph had this idea, based on Pharaoh's dreams, that they needed to save up food on the 7 years where things were going to be great, everything was going to be growing, no problem, to prepare for the 7 years when things were not going to be great. There's going to be drought, and animals were going to die, crops wouldn't grow, things like that. And it was because of God's help. Okay, he's the one who gave Pharaoh these dreams and gave Joseph the ability to interpret those dreams. Remember, Joseph even said that. This interpreting dreams is God's work. So he was just being used by God to let everybody know what that was. So they know now that in the good years, they have to save up some food for the bad years. And Pharaoh put Joseph in charge of that, saving up food. So our craft has to do with making this sort of Pharaoh headdress that maybe Joseph was given one of these when he was put second in charge of all of Egypt. I think he probably was. So that's why I have Alexis here. She has worked on this craft and can demonstrate. She's colored it, added some jewels. It looks really good. And yeah, and even the band that goes around your head, so you can put it on and let people see how it looks when you wear it. Yeah, isn't that neat? I hope that you have fun doing that and that you wear it and tell people this story of Joseph. It's really cool. And one of my very favorite verses in the Bible comes from the end of Joseph's story. It's the key verse that's written on here. He is talking to his brothers, all right? And his brothers at first didn't even recognize who they were talking to because he was sold as a slave by his brothers as a teenager. Now he was much older, like in his 30s. So they didn't even recognize him. They didn't even think he was necessarily still alive. They just knew he went off to Egypt as a slave. But Joseph's talking to his brothers, and he is forgiving them. And he says to them, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. He brought me to this position so I could save the lives of many people. No, don't be afraid. I will continue to take care of you and your children." So he assured them by speaking kindly to them. And that's Genesis chapter 50, verses 20 and 21. I really like that. I mean, because they did a pretty mean thing to him. So it would be understandable. It'd be very difficult to forgive them, but he did forgive them. And their dad even ended up moving into Egypt, and they all lived in Egypt for a long time. So it's a pretty neat story in the Bible of, Joseph, this person who had things going really well for him, and then things didn't go so well, and then things went well again, and then things didn't go so well, and then finally he ends up, being second in charge of Egypt. So that was really cool. So Mallory, are you ready? Ready to show? We're going to show everybody how to put one of these. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put it together on the video. Oh yeah, so that I can show people how to put it together. Okay, so you've got. So come on over. You want to be in the video? You can. Oh, you've got them acting too. You want to see what you look like? Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to. Can you hand me the piece that's in front of you there? Yeah, I just need that to show them on the screen. So you've got this piece, and you've got these 2 pieces. All right, so the thing that you're supposed to do is take it and tape it, tape one end like this. So what you'll need is some tape and some scissors. So you're going to have and something to color with. And then on the other side, so we've got the other strip, you're going to do the same thing. So the back of it's going to, look like this. And then you'll be able to make a loop out of it. Okay? Make a loop. All right? So you'll fit it to your head like so. All right. So that's about the size of her head. You can trim off the excess or just tape it, whichever you find you want to do. So then it's wearable, and there you go. It looks great. Yes. That's
But
big.
not like mine.
Yes, that's the thing. There's no right or wrong way to do this craft. It's however you want it to look. Like I said, there's some jewels in the bag too, because they did definitely use lots of jewels to decorate their things like this. I just want to remind everybody that we have worship services on Sunday at 10 a.m. There is also children's church during that time. And we are having an ice cream social coming up. It is July 30th from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. And it's free for anybody. There's also going to be hot dogs and chips there. It's also a chance to meet our new pastor, Pastor George and his wife. So please come out and greet our brand new pastor. Our other pastor, Pastor Tom Lee, retired in June. So he is, we're wishing him well in his retirement. So I thank you, family here, the Alexis and Mallory and Garrett, who was sometimes in the scene, for helping me with this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.